Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of an unbranded theorizing series about popular and relevant video games. Now, saying I haven't uploaded in God knows how long is down to A, me not having inspiration to edit videos, and B, a lot of this. Well, anyway, on to today's theory. As we're all well aware, Los Santos isn't exactly what you'd call the safest place in the world. And that still doesn't stop the hundreds of AIs who've been living there for the past 77 years. That's right. Using some probably incorrect maths, I managed to figure out that the current GTA universe is based in 2090. That's right, not 19, but 90. My statistic, Jimmy, is 90 fucking 7. And yet he's still only just been employed in the recent diamond heist. And can I say, he's looking fantastic for his age. Can I find me some of that moisturiser? Anyway, I digress. Back to the theory. So, as a lot of Los Santos is obviously based off of Los Angeles, we'll be using there as our control. So as of 2017, the city of LA has around $10 billion of spending money. Already 1.6 billion going towards the LAPD with over 10,000 officers employed. But as to no surprise, Los Santos spends a lot more on making the city quote-unquote safer. So using a few random sessions, I worked out that an average person commits about 6 different types of crime in just 15 minutes. These include carjacking, murder of both pedestrians and cops, blowing up of a cop car, minor scrapes and damages to cars and people. Now for 15 minutes of work, that's quite a hefty load, saying it takes most of us about 15 minutes to get out of bed. And one might ask, how much does all this cost during a 15-minute period? Well, it's roughly $260,000. That's including funeral costs and car / repair / replacement. But what the government has to pay is roughly $81,000 per 15 minutes. This is because I assumed they'd only pay for the death of the cops, car replacements, and the murders through some criminal fine system which will be out of action, saying how awful they are at catching criminals. And now, as you can work out, 81 grand over 15 minutes over 77 years is going to leave quite the mark. But before we get into that, first we must get into the total playtime since launch. On Steam, the average playtime of GTA 5 is 160 hours. But because that includes story mode as well, we'll simplify it down to 100 hours. Now with 51 million worldwide players, that's 5 billion total hours, on the game are 30.6 billion minutes. Now with some probably incorrect maths once more, we end up with a total of 165 trillion 240 billion US dollars of money spent on LSPD and other government services. Which sounds like a lot of money, and you'd be right, but how much exactly? Well, with that amount you could get 118 billion iPhone 11 Pros, or maybe 183 billion Samsung S10 Plus S's. They just add more things every time, don't they, video? Maybe like 266.5 thousand Mona Lisas, or 110 million Eiffel Towers. I'm sure you get the impression by now, but as you can see, it's quite a large amount of smackaroonies. Which brings us to our next part of the whole predicament. How exactly does the LS government pay for this? Now, I've come up with 3 main theories to why this number is so large. Number 1, crime. Now, despite us criminals being extremely covert, now and again we do slip up and blow up our mate's car, or get arrested and have our ammo taken off of us. My theory for this is that the ammo and the car insurance is being turned into a source of income for the government. When you blow up your mate's car, the money doesn't just go to them, it just sort of fizzles out of existence. So it makes sense. And also they'd probably just melt down the bullets because everyone in GA has a fuck ton amount of them and they're bloody expensive. Which moves us on to our next point. Another reason is a phenomenally large tax rate and hyperinflation. Now, if we compare the prices from the original game to the online game, we can see a huge increase in expenses and normal things. Maybe, God, I'm fucking dying. Maybe this is down to the large taxation and unstable inflation rate due to the exponential crime rate, but I'm not too sure. That is a lot of long words with L's and L's and ELs at the end. Finally, I believe that LS Health can make a lot of wonga with the amount of likely fatal crashes and bullet wounds my poor characters endured. It has led to many, many near deaths if it wasn't thanks to the LS Miracle Doctor team. We pay them a lot, and obviously at some point it gets to the stage where a profit is turned. Every second someone probably dies in LS, and no wonder the healthcare is probably so expensive. And that's the theory closed for now, until GTA 6 comes out. So I hope you enjoyed, and keep your eyes peeled for a podcast I've just uploaded. It is on SoundCloud, under the name of the Red Button Podcast. It was originally supposed to come after this video, but instead I ended up putting it up before because it was fine, it just went up. So if you want to watch that, I'll leave a link in the description. And thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and peace out, dudes.